Hey guys, sorry I lied about the 1.6 saying there's only one problem. I totally missed this problem. I think I was just sleepy when I was recording videos. So here we go. This is question number 20. Sketch the graph of this thing and then determine domain range and intervals where it's increasing, decreasing, and constant, just like the last question. So let's start just like the last question by reminding ourselves there you go. What do the original base functions look like? So starting with absolute value of x. Absolute value of x, it starts at 0, 0, right? And then it goes right 1, up 1. And the absolute value of negative 1 is also positive 1. So it looks like this V shape, like this, right? Like this. And then like that. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, and then what about the square root function? Let's just graph it on the same plot this time. And I'll do that one in red. Square root function also starts at 0 because square root of 0 is 0. And then it goes up 1, right 1 as well because square root of 1 is 1. And then square root of 4, I gotta use a pencil actually because this pen is too thick. Square root of 4 would be 2, right? So I go right 4 and up 2. So that would be the square root function, something like this. Ooh, that wasn't nice. Try that again. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, now to do the piecewise part. So the piecewise part says that the absolute value is for x less than or equal to, oh no, sorry. Greater than or equal to negative 2 and less than 1. That means it cuts off at negative 2. So negative 2, that will be right here. And at that point, it's a greater than or equal to sign or less than or equal to sign. Negative 2 is less than or equal to x, which means x is greater than or equal to negative 2. So because it's got the equal sign, it has a closed hole over there. And then everything until that point we erase. Oops, not that far though. Try that again. Yeah, like that. Or like that. Okay. Okay, so that's the left side. And then that graph should continue all the way up until it hits 1. So at 1, it should stop. So I'm going to erase the other part until it gets to 1. And then after 1, it should stop, right? So I'm going to, let's just erase that whole thing for now, the square root part as well. And we'll just redraw it. So, okay, so this so far is the absolute value portion. Then I have an open circle because this is strictly less than 1, right? Now for the square root of x part, that starts at 1. So square root of x at 1 is square root of 1, which is 1. So I get back the 0.11 that I had lost originally. And then from there, I continue on the square root drawing that I had. Okay, so this is putting it all together. This is the piecewise function. And it's defined where x is between negative 2 and positive 1. And then also from 1 onwards. So from 1 onwards. Okay, so there's a picture. We did the first part, sketching it. Now for the domain and range. So domain first, in huge, thick letters here, because I'm zoomed in. That's why it's looking so thick, I think. Or did I just choose the wrong setting? Oh, that's what it was this whole time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the domain again. Domain is just all the x values possible. So looking here, the farthest left is negative 2. So starting from negative 2. And then onwards to the right, there's no gaps, right? And it goes on forever to the right. So that means from negative 2 all the way to infinity. Open brackets always with infinity. Yeah? Okay, what about the range? Range is the y values. So the lowest y value over here, that's the lowest it gets. This would be the range. So that means the lowest I can get is 0. And I do have 0, right? It's a filled in circle there. And then what about above 0? Well, I can actually, as long as I go far enough out, this guy is going to continue to grow. So I can get as far up as I want. So that's going to also go towards positive infinity. So that's the range. Now for where it's increasing, decreasing, or constant, there's no spots where it's constant, where it's horizontal. So you don't have to worry about that part. What about increasing and decreasing? So increasing, well, this part's, to figure it out, just read from left to right. Is it going up from left to right? And looking from left to right, from this position onwards, it's increasing, right? So that means it's increasing from the position from 0 all the way to infinity. And you notice I use an open bracket for intervals of increasing, decreasing. That's because to the left, it wasn't increasing until I got to this point, right? Until after that point. And for decreasing, it's just this segment right here, right? From -2 until I hit 0. So there it is. Okay, guys, that's it. So sorry about the miss, but yeah, here it is now. So good luck studying.